Chapter 3. Fogg arrived at his house before the usual time. This was very strange for Passepartout, and he worried that he had studied his master's schedules incorrectly. After a moment, Phileas called his servant. "In 10 minutes we'll leave." Are we going on a trip, sir?" Passepartout asked, without understanding what was happening. "Yes, let's go out. We will go around the world in 80 days. "Around the world? In 80 days? Let's not waste time," Fogg replied calmly. "But we must prepare our luggage, sir," Passepartout said, very surprised. "We will not take. Just keep a couple of shirts and some good shoes. We will buy the rest on the way." Passepartout had many doubts, but he remained silent and obeyed immediately. "And here I thought I would have a quiet life," Passepartout said in a low voice. He thought it was a joke, but after 10 minutes they were ready to leave. "Take the suitcase and take good care of it. Inside there are 20,000 pounds. This surprised Passepartout so much that he almost let go of her. Fogg left the house, and behind him was his confused servant. When they arrived at the train station, they bought their travel tickets. As they were about to board their wagon, they met Ralph, Andres and Sullivan. "Gentlemen, it's time to go. In each place I arrive I will ask that they put a stamp on my passport, so that when I return they can verify that I have made my trip." "No, Mr. Fogg, it's not necessary, we'll take your word for it," said Ralph. "I will still do it, so that there are no doubts." "Don't forget to come back," Andres said. "In 80 days," said Phileas. "On December 21st, 1872 at 8:45 at night. See you soon, gentlemen." Thus Passepartout and Fogg came up and took their seats. At 8:45 at night the whistle sounded and the train began to move. Chapter 4. After leaving London, Phileas did not imagine that his trip would provoke so much enthusiasm. Soon there was talk in the newspapers about his bet. Many thought that he would not make it, and only a few were sure that he would return on the indicated date. After a few days a message arrived at the police office saying, "Police Chief Rowan, I'm following the Bank of England robber, Phileas Fogg. I ask you to send a warrant to Bombay to arrest him as soon as he reaches that city. Sincerely, Detective Fix." This man was sure that our adventurer was the real thief. She suspected him for his sudden departure from the city. For him, going around the world was nothing more than an absurd pretext. Besides, he didn't believe that anyone, for a simple bet, would want to lose 20,000 pounds like that, unless he had robbed a bank. So thought Detective Fix, who was now after our adventurer Phileas. Passepartout and Fogg would arrive at Suez on a large ship called the Mongolia. Fix was already waiting for them at the port. He paced back and forth, desperate to catch who he believed was the bank robber. He already imagined receiving a lot of money as a reward for his heroic detective work. "So you say the ship is about to arrive?" asked Fix very anxiously. "That's how it is. This is a ship that always arrives on time, which is why it is famous. Don't worry. What I don't understand is how you will recognize his criminal if they have only described some things about him," said the ambassador from Suez. "We, good detectives, do not need much information. Just by seeing the thief we know it is him. He is a special talent that not everyone has. I wish you good luck, because it was a very important robbery," said the ambassador, who trusted Fix's words. "Very important. There is not always such a big theft. It's my big opportunity. Of course. But what worries me is that the man who describes me seems like a good person. Sir, good thieves must appear to be honest and good people, otherwise they would give themselves away. A good thief knows how to deceive, but as a professional I know how to recognize even the most experienced criminal." Mongolia finally arrived, full of people. Fix looked at them all carefully, looking for his thief. Suddenly a young man approached him. "Excuse me, where is the ambassador's office? I need to stamp this passport." Fix took the document and, surprised, read the passenger's name, Phileas Fogg. "This passport is not yours." "No, it's my master's. He has stayed on the boat. He himself must go to the ambassador's office to seal his document." "Is it mandatory?" asked Passepartout. "Definitely." "Then I will go for my master." "Thank you very much," said the servant, and he returned to the ship. Fix quickly went to the ambassador's office. "Sir, my thief is coming to his office." "Really? He'll want you to stamp his passport. But if he is so intelligent, I don't think he would do it. He surely knows that they could catch him," the ambassador responded. "He will come, because he needs to have his documents in order to be able to escape. I just need you to not stamp your passport," Fix said, very excited. "I cannot do this. If his document is okay, I should seal it. But it is necessary. I must hold that criminal until the arrest warrant arrives from London." "Well, that is a problem that you will have to solve, but I can't help you in this matter." "Well." The ambassador could not continue speaking, because someone knocked on the door. Then Fogg and Passepartout entered. They handed him the passport, which the ambassador carefully reviewed. Meanwhile, Fix hid in a corner to watch Fogg. "Are you Phileas Fogg?" asked the ambassador. "That's how it is. And this is my servant Passepartout. We are heading to Bombay." "His document is in order," he said nervously, while he stamped the passport. Then both travelers left, saying goodbye politely. "He seems like a good man to me," said the ambassador. "Maybe, but it's the same as the description I have of the thief. His servant seems more innocent to me. I'll surely be able to get some information out of her," said the detective, and he went out in search of Passepartout. Meanwhile, Phileas returned to Mongolia. Already in his cabin he took out his notebook, in which he had the dates and times very well planned for his trip. Passepartout was walking along the dock, surprised to be in that place. "Did you get your passport stamped?" Fix asked him. What a surprise." "Yes, thank you very much. Now everything is in order." "It is wonderful. I never imagined we would get this far, but we are going so fast that I don't know if I will be able to enjoy all the places we will visit," answered Passepartout. "So they were in a hurry." "Because I don't, but my master does. I must go shopping for clothes. We left at night without luggage. I will take him to a place where he can find what they need. There are still a few hours before the ship leaves, so we have time," said Fix, eager for more information. "You are very kind. So you left in a hurry?" "London?" Fix asked. "That's how it was. At night my master returned earlier than usual, and after 10 minutes we were leaving the house in a hurry towards the train station." Where are you going?" "Mr. Fogg wants to go around the world in 80 days. He said it was a gamble, but I still have my doubts. It seems like a short time, so maybe we'll go somewhere else or I'll have other plans." "He must be rich," said Fix, "so that Passepartout will talk about the bank's money." "Surely. He carries many new bills with him. He also paid the captain of the Mongolia to get us to Bombay sooner." "How long have you known him?" I had only just begun to work for him the day we left," answered Passepartout, laughing. All this made Fix feel more sure that Phileas was the thief. Leaving London in such a hurry, wanting to get to the other side of the world under the pretext of a bet and with a lot of new money in his pockets, accompanied by a young man who didn't really know him, was too suspicious. He was convinced, but not having the arrest warrant in his hands, he could not arrest the criminal yet. Then he decided to send a telegram to ask that a new order be sent to him, but now to Bombay. An hour later Fix got into the Mongolia determined not to lose sight of his thief. Subscribe if you would like more videos and comment which book want to hear.